17 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on Ja'Marr Chase. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback, the former Missouri Tiger, Blaine Gabbert.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gabbert. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. 19 yards that time for number 19. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs come in search of win number 9 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Gabbert here again. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2.
And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30 as they've got it as we resume action. throwing now. Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Here's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Third and goal. Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now. Here's Pacheco once again. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Gabbert now on second down. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Gabbert to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Gabbert now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Gabbert. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Gabbert. This ball deep for Tony. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin in the Mile High City, an AFC West matchup between the LA Chargers and Denver. And it's the home team who are out in front. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jonathan Taylor, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure.
And for the Colts, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. Touchback. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
11 MT.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Keeps himself upright. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mixon. is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Fair catch made at the 25.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on first down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up 2nd and 7. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out come the Chiefs now. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
To throw is Gabbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A first down throw for Gabbert. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Face mask, defense.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Gabbert will try and throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to